Everyone, I wanted to make a video of what we did yesterday so that you can take a look at this again in case you get stuck on the classwork assignment. So first of all, I want to show you what the classwork assignment was. So let me go there and share this with you. All right, so in Teams, Classwork 2, Building Equations, you're going to use this attached worksheet as a guide to build and solve two equations. So let's take a look at this worksheet. Okay, so this is asking you to start with a variable, in this case x, and over here, in this case y. And in this box, you're going to build an equation. You're going to end up with equation 1. And in this box over here, you're going to build another equation, and you'll have equation 2. Okay, and then what you're going to do is take those equations and bring them straight down, and then work backwards to solve them. So let's take an example. I'm going to share this on the whiteboard. Okay, so if we start with a variable, like you did in that worksheet, x, you want to start with, if you're going to build an equation yourself, then I want you to start with the variable equaling something. And so let's think of something that's true for everybody. You know how we were making the, where I was giving you information about myself. So let's start with a number that would be true for everybody. In this case, the number of years you've been at Sabino. So this is your first year, so we'll say 1. Okay, so then in order to make a new equation, we're going to build up both sides. So whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other side, and we can add, subtract, multiply, and divide to each side to create a new equation. So what I'm going to say is add 5 to both sides. All right, and so then what I get is x plus 5 and 6. I've added 5 to both sides. And then I'm going to multiply by, I'm just making this up off the top of my head, multiply by 2. And so what I do to multiply both sides by 2, I have to put the left-hand side in parentheses. And then I'm going to multiply the right-hand side by 2 as well, and I get 12. And then let's say divide by 3. Something that goes evenly into 12 would be 3. And so my new equation, I'm just going to make this a little bit simpler. Divide both sides by 3. So this new one is this, and this is 4 on the other side. So this is my third step. Now I'm going to make one more step. I'm going to subtract, let's subtract 1. And so if I subtract 1 from the left-hand side, I get that. And if I subtract 1 from the right-hand side, I get this. So this is my built-up equation. This is my, what I would put in for my equation 1. And so then what I want to do is in the second half is I want to write this equation, and I want to solve it. And so I'm going to bring my document camera down a little bit further. To solve this equation, I work backwards. So instead of subtracting 1, I want to add 1. So I get 4. And then I want to multiply by 3. I want to undo that to division, so those cancel. And then I want to undo the multiplying by 2. So here what I did was I added 1, I multiplied by 3, and then I divided by 2, and I get x plus 5 equals 6, and then I subtract 5. So -5 minus 5, and I get x equals 1, which is what I started with, okay? So that's what I want you to do. I want you to build up a very complex equation using 4 steps, and then I want you to work backwards and undo that equation, sort of reverse engineer it and figure out what it was to begin with. Okay, so that's your classwork for today, for yesterday actually. So we'll go over it again today, but if you have any questions, please look at this video. Thank you.